lot of returning cast members you've seen is one of the few things we know from your producers. How's it been seeing them all again and getting to work with them again?
I don't know if I've really seen anyone yet.
It's true.
Yeah, because we don't all work together all the time. It's sort of.
There are a few that, it's always sad to see somebody leave the show, and so it's equally, if not more, happy when they return, and there are a few of the people who are coming back are really good friends, and so I'm really excited to not just work with them again, but just to hang out.
The first thing I do when I get the new script is I go to the cast list and see, oh, look who's back, and kind of go through those and see if you can catch them, right when they get in before they have to get all busy, because they're really quick. It's like as soon as they're done working, they're sending them away again. So it's you got to find your windows of opportunity.
One I'd assume you'd be working with is Cynthia Watros. People are very excited to learn what exactly was the history there with Libby and Hurley. Are you excited to get to delve into that finally?
Totally, and I just found out last night myself. So I think it's going to be great. I think there is closure that would be good.
There are folks returning that I may have an opportunity to actually have a scene with. There are still lots of people that Ben has never played off.
Yeah, we're still hearing about some of it we haven't seen yet, but I think it'll be great to have everybody come back. That'd be wonderful.
What did you think when the show went into the time travel realm? It kind of played with sci-fi a little bit, but you went all in season 5. What did you think about that storyline?
They kind of lost me at that point.
Yeah, it was funny because I do enjoy the dimensions they add each year, and I was like, oh, what are they going to do this year? And they did that, and it's like, well, let's hope the audience goes for that one. But it turned out to be kind of comical because it kind of like acting 101, when they're like, okay, roll on the floor and do something weird, because that's what it felt like. We were all like, oh, the Flash, and we were all suddenly bumping into each other and rolling on the floor, and we just ended up in a big pile laughing and like, what are we doing?
I'll be candid, when I first read it, I was a little bit like, really? The island is going to move? Really? And we're going to travel through time? Okay, let's see how it works out.
I feel like that every episode.
But you know what? The thing is, when you describe it that way, and Damon kind of touched on this, in the larger panel, it sounds very hokey and sci-fi, but like so many things in entertainment, it's in the execution, and the way they do it grounds it in reality in a way, ironically enough, that it's believable.
When the time travel was coming, and I knew it was coming, I kind of wanted a little more basis on the time travel concepts. So I got a few books and just, kind of looked at a few things, like the idea, the whole, and that was my first time delving into the concepts of space-time and, the idea, can you go back and kill your father, and the rules whether or not, that's allowed or not. And it was kind of just as I wanted an extremely light primer, just so when stuff would show up and I'd hear people like Daniel Faraday talking about, that this can't happen or this can happen, that I kind of knew enough in, just Jorge's mind to proceed.
I think that we had a whole new great big fan base that jumped back on board with us with time travel, and my sister was one of them. She watched the first season, then she dropped off for season 2 and 3, and then when they brought in and 4, and then when they brought in time travel, she was like, oh, you got me back. And then I was the opposite. I like the character stories, so time travel sort of whoop for me.
I actually made a conscious decision because my character was non-existent for season 5. Speaking to Damon Carlton of not watching season 5, and it's been really interesting because starting back up season 6, then just being like thrown into reading scripts with all this stuff that I wasn't really knowledgeable about, but kind of great at the same time because I get to learn about it in a whole other way instead of going through it and just ask Dan anything I don't know. So.
That's right.
The fans always have these questions. Is there something you want to see wrapped up really big by the end? Something that you think about, like what's going to happen with?
The numbers.
The numbers.
We both want to know about the numbers. We're like, what's up with the significance of those numbers? And Do you have a theory? What's up with the numbers?
We like the numbers, Grandma.
Yeah.
I suppose there's a couple of things. One of the things that we were talking about before is my relationship with Jack, how Claire and Jack have no clue that they're related on the island. I'd love to see that addressed and how that's going to possibly change how they interact and their characters' relationship.
Daniel, is there anything for you? Big unanswered question?
You know, there are small things, but I think the broader question that I would really like to see answered is why us? And I don't think we're going to find that out until the very end.
Of course, there's little mysteries and there's big mysteries, and we've tended to focus on a large answer to that question. Like, I would like to know if I have rightly understood the point of view of the storytelling for 5 years.
Terry, is there something that, you know?
No, I would want to know what the island is, or who it is, and why are we there.
Most shows kind of year to year don't know if they're going to come back, but you guys have known for 3 seasons now this would be the last year. Does it kind of make it the last year of school feel on set?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You nailed it.
That's exactly how it feels, and it's.
Sangria Thursdays.
I thought it was Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Yes. No, it's
Depends on
definitely.
the
There's a lot of camaraderie on set, and a lot of kind of just giddy energy of, you know, wow, this is it. This could be the last time we're doing a scene with this bush over here, and you know, we have all these locations that we.
I don't like it when you talk about me that way.
Well,
I've told you, it's
I know,
rude.
but you know, I like.
It's a little unruly on set at times too, because we all know it's over, so it's like no one's gonna get fired now.
We know sadness is coming, but we're trying to keep it as close to the very end as possible, and we're just kind of enjoying each other on set, and just it's a lot of fun. It definitely feels like kind of like the senior year of high school.
We're all a little bit too cocky for ourselves now, and we're having a great time.
It's a good time.
We'll get into a sing-song as a cast, and they'll call us to set, and we'll just keep singing.
Yeah.
We're real bad like
It's
that.
terrible.
We're rebels.